In this video, I want to show you how to use TensorFlow on AWS, Amazon Web Services. Now, I already have an account at AWS. You need to create one, of course. And then once you have an account, you can sign into the console from aws.amazon.com. Now I'll go to EC2. And now I'll go to instances. And here's my list of my current instances. So I have one that's running and 3 that I have recently terminated. Now what I want to do is I want to create a new instance. So I'll say launch instance, like so. And what I need to do now is I need to go to community AMIs. Now AMIs are images with operating systems and some software pre-installed. So I need one that has TensorFlow pre-installed. There you have it. I'm not sure this is the best one, but that's the one I'll pick. I'll say select. And now I got to choose what to run it on, so what kind of instance. So what I'll do is I'll run it on a T2 medium instance. So T2 medium, here you have, over here, you have the different types of instances and the specs for them. So T2 medium is this guy, 5 cents an hour, 4 gigs of RAM, probably good enough for our purposes. So I'll say T2 medium and I'll say review and launch. Now I'll say launch. I got to select a public-private key pair. You got to generate one if you don't have one, or if you haven't uploaded one, stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll select this guy, which I have on my hard disk, and I'll say launch instances. Okay, and now I can go to view instances. So this is my instance that's initializing. So while it's initializing, I can already see its DNS over here if I click on here. So this is the DNS. Okay, now I can have a terminal window. Here's my terminal window. And I can say SSHI think aws.pem, so that's my private key that's available on my path. It of course should be available on your path, or you should be like in the folder for which you're SSHing. And then I say Ubuntu at, let me grab my, oh, it's running already. Let me grab my DNS again, like this. Let me go back to my terminal. So it's going to be Ubuntu at this DNS. It's got to be Ubuntu. They don't tell it to you in the instructions, but it is Ubuntu. And now I need to wait a few seconds for this to work. Okay, so I waited for a while and now I'm ready to log in. So I'll say yes. And I need to wait a few more seconds for this to start. And now I'm logged in, so I can see what I have here. So I have 4 gigs of RAM, stuff like that. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to install some additional stuff. So let me do that. So the first thing I'll do is I'll say sudo get update, and that'll just update everything. In the meantime, let me go here and see what kind of stuff I need. So I need definitely all of this stuff. So that's what I'll select. Don't install everything because that will be trouble. So I'll just install this part. Okay, I'll wait for the update to finish. Just 1 second. There we are done. And now I'll install numpy, scipy, and matplotlib. Okay, sounds good. I need to wait a few seconds or minutes. I waited a few minutes and now I'm all done. So now I'm ready to download my AlexNet weights and to try and use them. So I'll create a directory, call it tf_AlexNet, like so. Go to tf_AlexNet, and now I want to download my weights. So I'll go over here where you have the links to the weights, and I'll copy the location of all the files. So this is the big one, so I'll copy the link address, and I'll just wget it like so. So it downloads pretty fast. The other thing that I need to download is, of course, my AlexNet.py, like that. Almost there. So I also want to download this guy. Great. And I also want to download cafe classes.py. Let me look at my AlexNet and see which file it uses. So I use nano. Wait just 1 second. Okay, here is my file in nano. So it's not a perfect editor, but it's okay. So what I'm reading here is poodle.png. So let me get poodle.png as well so they can test the thing. So I'll download poodle.png from here. Okay, and now I'm done. And now I'm almost ready to run my test. Let me see how the test goes here. So here I am saying, okay, output. Okay, so here is the line which is doing most of the computation. So let me try to time this line. So I'll say t equals time.time, and I'll say print time.time minus t. Okay, great. So now in order to save, I say Control O, Enter, Control X. Great. And now I'm ready to run it. So I'll just say Python my AlexNet and hope it works. Alright, and here we are. Did we print the timing? Yes, we did. So that took us 1.5 seconds. So not really good. You probably need to use T2 large instead. Let me try this again. Oh, this time it worked perfectly. So it was a caching issue. I try again. I need to wait a few seconds, but basically it works. And this is the timing. This is the timing here. Okay, there we are.